Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Black Book. In the last episode I made a big mistake and ended up getting the girl I was trying to find killed. But today we're trying to find the person who did it. And we have a few suspects. I believe the hunter, the shepherd, the witch. Or the old lady. Probably a witch. But first things first. Do I need to modify my deck here? Do I have anything I need? Let's get rid of the Baba Yaga. Weakness is useful. Cane, curse, snakehead. Eh. Keep that. Killer, bone curse, Spinaziki. Let's get rid of blood, clot, and stop. Don't need that. And worms. Okay. And next on the agenda is to pester with the shorts. I've got so much sin. I would really like to get rid of all this sin. Alright, okay, he failed. Let's do it again. Try and get rid of the sinful creatures. That's 3 sin. Good lord. 2 sin. Go over there. Okay. Who else gives me sin? Him. I could send him off and hope he fails. Strife, weather. I send him on something he doesn't like. That seems fair. Maybe it increases his chances of failing. Go over there. Resistance to status blessed. That seems problematic. He takes my money. I don't like that guy. What do you like doing? Mind. Send. This guy doesn't. Oh no, he does give me sin. Okay, so let's give him something else. We'll send him to Strife. Good luck. Get out of here. Get out of here, Chort. I don't need you. Okay. And then let's see who our visitors are.
God helps, Vasilisa. Leshi to Galina too. Curse him. We buried her. Good thing you found her body. Well, I won't bother you. You need to study the book, right?
Ah, yes.
Wait, I want to ask you about the locals.
Come to my izba. We can talk there.
Can we not talk now while you're in my
You're
Isba?
tired. Here, better read something. Come in if you need anything. We won't turn you down.
Okay. You may visit any place in Nemzya an unlimited number of times. Speak to characters and search the village for clues to figure out which peasant is actually a demon in disguise. Oh, wow. The more facts you learn, the more dialogue options are available. This is going to get confusing, isn't it? We can go to the hunter's house, Martha's house, the abandoned huts, the herbalist, Anissa's mansion. Oh, somebody has a mansion. We start at the hunter's house? Efim's Izba, on the outskirts.
A small hunter's izba that is well lived in. He takes care of his home. The window gleams with a welcoming sliver of light.
Let's inspect it from the outside.
You walk around the izba, but don't find anything worth your attention. You see broad skis in the yard, a device for cleaning prey, and other hunting tools. They are all kept in order.
Okay, so the hunter looks like a hunter. Probably should have seen that coming. Let's enter the Izba.
Oh, hey, Vasilisa, howdy! It's a pity what happened to Galina. At least we have something to bury.
Can you tell me about the villagers? Anicia.
How long have you known Anicia?
A long, long time. We're from the same village. She's Galina's mother-in-law. We used to go hunting with Galina's husband. But he's hunted his fill. He's no more. Yes, a fine man he was. A proper one.
Okay, what about Martha?
What kind of woman is Marfa?
Oh, a fine woman. Not resentful. The songs she used to sing in the evenings. Oh, those were the days. I didn't talk with her much. An elderly herbalist lives close to her. She knows her better. She watches everyone from her window. Of that I'm sure.
Nah. Okay, what can you tell me about this shepherd?
Philemon? Oh, a good man. An hour also.
Why do I get a feeling it's going to end up being Philemon?
Well, he's not as powerful as you, but he still knows some things. Better go talk to him yourself. Most often he can be found near the haystacks. They're close to the forest.
Other questions? Facts. Let's ask about the offerings to Leshy.
So do you talk to the Lieshi?
Oh, not after he hit the village.
Seems fair.
Well, I do the rituals, the usual ones.
Okay, what about Galina and Nemzya?
Galina is Anisia's daughter-in-law?
Galina? Yes, she was married to Anisia's son, but he died. The forest took him, as well as many others.
Okay. Well, we're out of questions. Say goodbye. Move on to the next location of the forest outskirts. We didn't find the encyclopedia entry there, so I think at some point that's going to magically make sense. Let's go to the outskirts.
The Leshy's domain stands before you like a grim wall. The peasants have burnt part of the forest, but it maintains its size, growing back trees with remarkable speed.
Let's inspect the outskirts.
You follow your instinct, sensing traces of primitive rituals, and soon come to a tree stump that has the remains of offerings to the Leshy and bullet holes. You notice boot prints in the soot nearby and follow them. Here the hunter's stride is regular, and here it has sped up. Suddenly, the girl's tracks cross that of the hunter. You cannot discern anything further. The Leshy's domain stands before you like a grim wall. The peasants have burnt part of the forest, but it maintains its size, growing back trees with remarkable speed.
Let's take a walk in the forest.
The fog quickly thickens and you start to lose your sense of direction. Short paws stretch towards you from the fog.
Bugger. Prepare to fight. Oh, hello. What are you? My god. Hunter, so he's going to heal this guy. So let's just get rid of this guy's attack here with just tons of curse. How else can we do this? Guess I could just hit him? Do I need to heal? No, not really. Yeah, fine. I guess I'll just hit him. I could do Sea Depth, but I think I'm going to hold it just to make sure. Increases its size and becomes stronger. Eternal, unremovable. Oh dear. That seems decidedly bad. How much curse is he going to have? 17 times 2. Yeah, okay, no, I think we can kill him. Wow. That poor guy. Yeah, what are you doing? You wibbly man. Ah, he's doing 20 damage to me now as well. That's problematic. I probably should have cursed him, huh? Very, very short-sighted. I don't actually have a way of cursing him anymore. So, oh, I suppose I could do that. No, actually, let's cast that last decane. 14 damage. I could just take the 20, but that's a lot. And worse, I'm only going to be able to reduce it by 8. Oh yeah, the curse has knocked it down. Oh, wait, that was weakness, not curse. God damn it! I keep getting weakness caught up with curse. Weakness is not curse. Weakness is weakness. There we go. Okay, what do we have here? Beauty to the churches, burning stone, or cross. Burn pages. Reading swipe pages increases defense for 6 turns. Wow. Deals 3 damage to all enemies when reading swipe pages. So basically this is for swipe decks. 64 rupees, 300 experience. The problem with swipe decks is you burn brightly and you burn fast. And if you fail miserably, you run out of cards. That's pretty much how that goes. The hunter's still a question mark, which is kind of strange. I'm guessing that's because I can ask him about stuff, maybe?
A small hunter's izba
can I
that is
skip
well
this?
lived in.
Oh,
Yes.
hey, Vasilisa! It's a pity what happened to Galina. At least we have something to bury.
Tracks. Okay, here we go. Tracks in the forest.
I found your tracks in the forest by the offering. You were dragging some girl by the forest edge. It was Galina. Did you give her to the Leshy?
Bite your tongue, Vasya.
Who was it then?
Well, me. And the girl was one of the villagers. You can see her in the village right now. I told her not to tell anything. It's a bad omen. I left an offering to him and shot the stump. I've been trying to summon the Leshy for several months straight. I want to ask him eye to eye if Nemzya is doomed because of this. But he cares little for us. Will you may be able to get to him? To a righteous forest.
There we go, a new encyclopedia entry. A Leshy is a guardian spirit of the forest. In the Churden region, he can alter his appearance, but he usually appears as a bearded old man. One can recognize him as a Leshy by his cap, which is pulled over his eyebrows to hide the fact that he has none. That's why, during the Churden Yuletide games, young men who impersonated a Leshy painted over their eyebrows with runny dough or pounded them with flour. He also hides his feet in high boots or felt boots, for he has horse hooves. However, he wears a right boot on his left leg and a left boot on his right leg. A Leshy can also change his height. He can reach the top of the pines with his head when he is in a forest, or become no taller than a blade of grass or a wheat ear when he enters a meadow. A lot of clues there, but I feel that he doesn't really help us because this man has a head, but he also has eyebrows, and I can't see anyone's feet. Okay, let's move on to Marfa's house. This is the house an acquaintance of mine lives in, the girl who brought me gifts.
Marfa's izba is richly decorated. Towels, a large salt pot, and everywhere the wood is covered with murals.
Let's talk to her.
Greetings, Vasilisa, dear.
He also has eyebrows?
Well, come in. Sit over there, in the corner.
Can I ask you about the villagers? Philemon the shepherd.
What can you tell me about Philemon?
Well, he's a fine shepherd, a knower. Not as strong as you, though.
Has he been in the village long?
Well, he came here before the forest master closed us in here. Yes, only after that. Anicia is very grateful to him for his work. She gave him a belt, you know. She gave it to him right after St. George's Day, when he whispered to the animals.
Raising traditionally started on St. George's Day, the 6th of May. It was a holiday for the entire village. The shepherd asked owners not to be late, or he refused to graze their cattle. The owners drove their animals with pussy willow branches left over from Easter. When the herd was gathered, the shepherd walked around it clockwise, holding an icon and reciting prayers. Sometimes, during the 3rd round, he cast a special shepherd spell. Okay.
Other than that, a regular man. I don't know what to add.
He refused to take it? That's strange. I need to learn about this belt from Anicia.
What about Efim the hunter?
How long have you known Efim?
Yes, a fine man.
Uh,
Always successful with his hunting, even after all this. He's not himself lately, they say. The youngsters can tell you more. They watch everyone.
What about Anicia?
Tell me about Anisia Ivanovna.
Oh, the whole village heard her arguing with you.
Nah.
I don't know how you could listen to all that. I would curse her for sure. She was born with teeth. By the way, Galina is her daughter-in-law, but her husband passed away. A fine man he was. Now Galina is gone. You better talk about it with Anicia.
I'm sure that conversation is going to go well. Okay. Well, that's everything we can talk to in Martha's house. Go check out these abandoned huts. In their free time, young people gather in izbas that have no owners.
The scarce Nemzya youth is sitting by an old izba. When you approach, they watch you intently.
Can I talk?
We've heard of you, Vasilisa.
A very bizarre face mask. You've all got eyebrows. This is the new check now. We're checking everyone's face for eyebrows.
I hope you will help Nemzya. No one has been able to so far.
I ask you about the villagers. Why do you have a covered mouth? Oh, I'm so happy that's a question.
What's with this guy? Is he hurt?
His mouth is too big. In our village, no ones who call the Leshy's name too often get their mouths tied shut. Otherwise, it's scary.
Huh.
We don't want to be taken by Vorsa.
Seems fair, I guess. Okay, what can you tell me about the shepherd and the hunter?
Philemon doesn't take apprentices. He tells us he will manage by himself. He's right. None of the animals have ever gone missing. I guess the Leshy is fine with just villages. It used to be that some bear or the like would carry away an animal from time to time. We can't tell you anything about the hunter. We don't quite know him. He speaks to the Leshy and nowhere, sort of like you.
The hunter is looking like them. Oh, not the hunter, sorry. The shepherd is looking very curious. But then the hunter... I don't know where this is going to go. Martha.
Well, she's a fine girl. What else can we say about her?
Why is everyone fine? This village is full of fine people. Everyone is so polite here. Okay, well, let's go back. Let's go over some facts. What do you know of the girl and the hunter?
Have any of you seen a hunter by the forest edge? Well, don't be scared. I can protect you from him. You can tell me now.
One of the girls confesses she saw Yefim by the forest edge.
Efim, yeah, well that corroborates his story, right?
She says Yefim was asking the Leshy to free Nemzya and bring the missing people back.
That kind of rules out the hunter, I guess, because if you were the Leshy, you wouldn't be asking the Leshy to do things. Unless you were keeping up appearances, of course. What can you tell me about Anicia?
Galina was her daughter-in-law. They sure did argue. But quietly, so people wouldn't talk. Galina was crying afterwards, she told us.
Say goodbye. Next is the herbalist shop. Wait, can I sing here? Is there a song? Oh well, let's go to the herbalist hut, and then maybe I'll go back.
The herbalist's house smells like healing herbs. You look around attentively, but you don't notice any signs of evil spirits. It seems that the herbalist is not a witch.
This is just a lady who likes flowers.
Ah, greetings, Vasilisa. Everyone in Nemzya is talking about you. I don't care where this village is, in a fog or in Perm Gubernia. Makes no difference to me.
Oh, I can actually buy herbs, huh? What can you tell me about the villagers? Martha.
Well, my neighbor lives here. A fine girl, but not very hard-working one.
Should also point out the herbalist has eyebrows.
She's young. She'll learn.
Anicia?
What do you know about Anicia?
What do I know? The missing Galina was her daughter-in-law. That's what I know. What else? A quarrelsome woman.
A quarrelsome woman. Oh, what about the hunter?
They say the hunters are close with the Leshy. Have you noticed it with yours?
Oh no, don't mention the Leshy. You'll call him.
That's kind of the idea. I want to speak to him.
The hunter might go dancing with him for all I care. He doesn't tell us.
Alright. Facts. What about your neighbor?
Are you friends with Marfa, your neighbor?
Not so much. Recently, I visited her in the evenings. She wasn't home. That happened several times.
Oh, is she having, like, encounters with FM?
God knows where she was. You could ask a shepherd about her. He leads the cattle to graze in the evenings. Or the youngsters. They also like to walk at night. They may have seen something.
I want to buy herbs. Not right now. Let's say goodbye. Let's go back to the abandoned house here. See if the youngsters have anything new. Also, I want to see if I can get the song, because,
The
you know.
scarce Nemzya youth is sitting
yes.
by an old izba.
Song.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
There we go. Well, that was lovely, wasn't it? I don't think I can speak to the kids again. I can. Set off to the abandoned huts. Ah?
The scarce Nemzya
Yes.
youth is sitting by an old izba.
We've heard of you, Vasilis. I hope
Yes,
you will
you
help
have.
Nemzya. No one has been able to so far.
Do you know what Marfa is doing at night?
Did you see where she walks at night?
Marfa walks at night? No, it can't be her. But someone definitely walks the streets. Must be the devil. Recently, Galina went missing, and we noticed some shadow getting into her house.
Ooh, the plot thickens. Is it Marfa?
One of us was placing a candle for her in the corner in the evening. You know, so that the forest would let her go. Suddenly, he heard some rustling and saw the door open. It was Leshy. Who else? He immediately ran out of the izba. We found his tracks in the morning. Someone must have been carrying a heavy soul off to the forest. There must have been Galina's second spirit when Leshy was holding her. The tracks are deep, so this spirit put up quite a fight. A scary thing.
Ah. Okay, so we've done the herbalist. Should we go to Anisia's mansion? I guess we probably should. Years ago, this mansion was home to a great number of people. Now, only Anisia lives here.
Like many other houses in the village, Anisia's izba is bent because of the wildly growing forest. You knock at the door, and your acquaintance opens it for you.
You again, witch. Ugh.
Look, I'm just here to ask you some questions, goddamn.
I'm looking forward to never seeing you, you damn vulture! Well, what do you need?
I can accuse you. No, can I ask about the village? How about the hunter?
You him? He's a fool. I bet he's the reason the village got stolen. I bet he wrote his little charter wrong, and the Leshy was only too glad to grab it all. Phew. Godless Kolduns.
What about the shepherd?
Another curse maker. This one is worse than all the rest. His mug is all rotten, just like yours. He does nothing, only feeds here for free. I know exactly how these Noah shepherds do their work. The wolves watch the animals instead of him. He's only dilly-dallying.
Belishka. If a Koldun was hired as a shepherd, he might fool around quite a bit. He could understand animal languages. There once was such a Koldun the next village over, the one behind Dry Gully. He made a deal with the Leshy for the first grazing, and the Leshy gave him some wolves. The ordinary kind, not werewolves. The wolves guarded the cattle, while the Koldun was resting in the shade of the tree. I mean, that seems like a pretty smart deal, right? What about Martha?
That girl's a hypocrite. Wants everyone to like her, but she's got a mind of her own. She's gonna give us trouble.
She also has eyebrows. I don't think she's the... I don't want to accuse her, just in case it locks me in. I'm gonna go with facts. Can you tell me about your daughter-in-law?
They say that Galina that went missing was your daughter-in-law, right?
That's none of your business. You lousy witch! Get lost!
Seems fair.
Anicia pushes you away from the door and slams it shut in your face.
Okay, moving on to Galina's Isba. This is the Isba of the missing girl I disenchanted on the crossroads.
You approach Galina's abandoned izba. The door is unlocked. After walking through the quiet rooms, you don't find anything of interest.
I can search the yard.
You search the yard and notice the tracks the villagers told you about. Someone was dragging something heavy towards the forest.
Well, that didn't help me, did it? Bales of hay. This is where we'll find Efim, I think. They managed to gather some hay. They say I can find the shepherd here.
The shepherd is sitting by the haystack, hitting his poo drum with sticks. Fog surrounds him, covering everything with slippery moisture. You smell mold and mushrooms.
There's a poo drum.
From one Noah to another. I wish you well.
He's bearded. He's covered his eyebrows with his hat. Could it be Philemon the shepherd is the Leshy? Let's ask him about peasants. Let's see what he says. About the hunter.
They say Yefim the hunter communicates with the Leshy. Could he have set up these disappearances?
No way. I was writing charters too, but who wants to curse? He isn't to blame. Well, I only do what needs to be done.
What about Martha?
Everyone likes Martha. She treats many of us to gifts. But I don't like her very much. The woman has a mind of her own.
Oh, God forbid.
That's all right. I'll have a chat with her when the time comes.
Anicia?
Oh, a quarrelsome woman. She's the one who cursed everyone, that's what I think. His son was Galina's husband, so she herself cursed him. Who else?
Can you do me a favor and take off your hat? Martha at night.
Have you ever seen Marfa when you brought the cattle for grazing in the evening?
I have, yes. But I haven't seen where she went. Maybe the youngsters saw it.
What about the Leshy?
Shepherds also communicate with Leshy. He watches after the animals for you. Did he give you any helpers?
Nah, just some silly things. I don't measure up to you, Khaldoons.
That's strange, 'cause somebody told me you had wolves.
I do everything by myself. It's scary dealing with the forest, everyone says so. I need to look after the cattle. They won't punish some icon, but they will punish me if anything happens.
Cattle grazing and fodder provisioning in northern Game were extremely important. Summer was short, but cattle had to gain weight and have enough fodder to last until the next summer. The landscape and the amount of livestock in a herd defined the place and the peculiarities of grazing. If the place was enclosed, a shepherd was not necessary. The cattle were left with God, and it was believed that St. Nicholas watched over them. In case a cow or a sheep disappeared, the one who got punished was his icon. It was carried to the stables and whipped with reins. But apparently you were recently in Nemzya.
You came to Nemzya after the forest master hid it, right?
Yes, I was unlucky. The Leshy caught me. Doesn't seem that I asked for an invitation when I entered his domain.
Oh boy, what kind of idiot would do that?
What were you doing before this?
I was a worker. My father was old and couldn't support me. I made my own way.
Say goodbye. Okay. I'm still missing a Balilishka. Guessing it's going to be at Anisia's house, right? Yes. Mostly because that's the... that would be the one place that I haven't been. Can I not get that now? I don't know. Let's go find out. I am tempted to end the episode though because this is going on quite a long time.
Like many other houses in the village, Anisia's Izba.
You again, witch. I'm looking forward. Well, what do you need?
I would like to know about the gifts to the shepherd.
Marfa says you gifted a belt to Philemon.
I did, and he didn't take it. Still walks in his red one, damn him. The Susietka was smothering me all night. Looks like I made a bad belt. Although, I did it with proper permanent patterns. Why am I telling you this? A witch won't understand.
You reckon the Permian patterns somehow affect the Leshy?
You only want to walk around bareheaded.
The Susietka didn't get angry for nothing. I should speak to him.
Can I speak to the Susietka? I don't want to accuse her, it's stupid. Wait, well, where's the Susietka? Damn! It's a house spirit, right? Surely it should be in her house.
Like many other houses
Yes,
in the
yes.
village, Anisia's
Yeah,
Izba
find the
is
Susietka. Here we go.
bent. You sneak under the branch through the bent gates, whisper the secret words, and notice a black furry shadow in the far corner of the yard.
Yuck! And nowhere, Khaldoons. I hate you kind.
Charming.
What stinks?
Wait, kind host. I want to ask you.
Don't you try throwing sand in my eyes. I feel evil emanating from you. Like from the belt my master wanted to trade. Don't think he didn't trade it. All covered in evil markings. Doesn't have eyebrows. I punish her and punish you.
You notice the shadows grow darker in the corners. The Susietka is not alone here.
Oh, no. Come on, then. I curse you. I curse you. What are you doing? Cannot use herbs for 7 turns. That's not that bad. All things considered, weakness is curse. Increases curse for 3 turns. Okay, oh, of course it applies the weakness, then applies the curse the turn after. I'll do that to him there. I'll do this as well. Massive curse turn. That's what we're going to do. Everybody's weak. Ow. You little bastard. Okay. Can we kill that guy? Yes. I'll inflict 7 damage to everybody else. He's gonna hit me for 10 damage, really? Good lord. See if we can get rid of him, shall we? Think that's enough to kill him? Ah, I'll make sure. Oh yeah, we definitely got him. Oh my god, Forever and Ever is so good. Look at how much curse he has. I took 3 damage this fight, that's it. More curse. And then I guess just Kane Killer. Probably be better, actually. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, friend. Okay, pious words. Fiery apparition. Beauty to the churches. I guess pious word. 25 rupees and 275 experience. We still didn't get the Balalishka. Nah. Annoying. I feel like we can question him about his missing eyebrows, but I do think I am going to end this episode here. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.